What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. I hope you guys went to church today. I know I didn't, but I am going to watch my church on live stream like I usually do every Sunday. I'm running a little bit behind, but the good thing about that is that I can go back and watch it. Anyways, today I'm doing another lifestyle video. If you haven't seen my last one, it was the Prime wardrobe review thing, so go watch that one. This one today, as you can see by the title, I will be talking about Doordash and my experience thus far with it. Oh my gosh, I hate bees and stuff. But anyway, so I am in my car because I do have a dash scheduled for 11 o'clock. It is 10:50, so I'll probably turn it on at 11, but depending on where I'm at in this video, I will either pause my orders until I get done with this video, because I am running behind. I was supposed to do this video like minutes ago. I planned everything to get in the car and like do this video before 11 o'clock, but you know, of course, I'm a girl. It takes time to get dressed, even though I'm not really wearing anything, but whatever. So yeah, so I just wanted to share a couple of things that I've experienced. I've been doing it, I guess you want to say, 2 weeks now, which is not a long time. A lot of people that do these videos, they've been doing it for at least like a month or two. But I've had a really good experience this far, and usually I see people saying like, oh, it started off slow, or they had a hard time starting off, but I was like moving. I was just moving. I'm telling you, I was moving as soon, like the very first day I did it, I was. So yeah, the very first day, and I'm gonna insert little like pictures and stuff of what I'm talking about, you know, once I edit, so you guys can see. But yeah, so I think my first day was whatever 2 weeks ago was. The 16th. So we had a really bad hurricane here in North Carolina. If you didn't know, we had a really bad Hurricane Florence. Now where I live at it didn't hit too bad here, but really on the coast is where it hit the most and the hardest. But yeah, so anyway, that day it was still raining that weekend really bad, and I was bored. I was like, it wasn't raining hard enough for me not to drive. Eventually it did get bad, but I was bored. I was just like, let me just try this Doordash. I could have did it earlier that weekend, like that Friday or Saturday, but I just totally forgot about it. I've had the kit in the card, like the little bag in the card, which they also give you. I keep it in my car, so that way I don't forget it when I do go. But yeah, I keep the bag and the little card that they give you, because sometimes you do have to pay for the food, which I'll talk about later. I keep that in the car. But yeah, so I've had that for a while, and I finally decided to do it just to see what it was about. So this particular day, I did it, and I made $82 and some change that day. That's tips and regular pay or whatever combined. I've never gotten anything. I think that guy's picking up trash. I'm nosy, but I've never gotten anything, like any orders less than less than $6. So, and I'll show you guys that as well, but I've never got anything less than $6. I usually try to do it during peak pay, and peak pay is when you get like an extra $1 or $2, maybe $4. It just depends on the day for your order. So what happens is it'll pop up on your screen like, oh, there's an order for this amount. It'll show you exactly the amount that you'll make from it without any peak pay, how much you'll make for it, and you can hit accept or decline. I always accept my orders. You have to keep a certain rate up, whatever. So I've never made nothing less than $6. And then usually during peak pay, it's like extra $2, $3, $4, whatever. So I'll make $6 for that order on top of the $3 extra. So that's what also helps doing it during that time, because yeah, you'll get way more money that way. Okay, y'all. So yeah, you'll get more money with the peak pay, and it's just better to do it during then because it's also more busy. So if you're not doing it between the times, and it'll tell you whatever your area, I think it varies from state to state and area to area, but it'll tell you what the times are for peak pay, and it'll also show you on your home screen, which I'll show you a picture of what it typically looks like. Usually when it's during peak pay, you'll see red, dark red, light red, pinkish color, whatever you want to call it. You'll usually see that, and the dark red, the darkest red would be for the time that, you know, it's busy. So you can typically schedule if it's gray, which means that they have enough people to deliver, they don't need anybody, you don't have to dash, but you can schedule. Sometimes I find that it will allow you to still dash, but I know you might not get any orders, and sometimes it does show that you can still get peak pay, like $2, $3, whatever, if you want. You can also dash in other cities, so that's also good, but I feel like it defeats the purpose. Like, I know one of the towns close to me usually has like way higher pay, like $5 and stuff like that all the time, and I'm like, dang, like, you know. But it's like, by the time I drive there, which is 30 minutes away, that's just gas that I could have been using to do it here. So it's kind of like, I might make a little bit more money than I usually make, but is it really worth it? So it just all depends, I guess, how much you do DoorDash, I guess, and like how much you're into it to do that. I said one day I might actually try just to see a different area than what I'm used to seeing. But yeah, so the very first day I made $82, and y'all, that was only one day, and I didn't think I dashed for like almost 4 hours or something like that. Like, I guess not a long time to me, because the time goes by so fast. When the orders are continuously coming in, which they were, time goes by really, really fast. So I think I did close to 4 hours. I don't know, I'll insert the picture, but yeah, it was good. And I couldn't imagine, like, I was like, wow, like, I made all this money in like 4 hours, like, what? So I made $82 that day, that night, and this is how DoorDash pays. So before you're eligible for instant pay or fast pay, whatever you want to call it, you have to have dashed for 2 weeks and done 25 plus deliveries. So of course, my first day I wasn't able to do instant pay. So I did do it just in time though, because DoorDash calculates your money or whatever, the payout week, from Monday through Sunday. So that means Monday is payout day, and you usually get your money by Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on your bank. I usually get my money on Tuesday, so they pay out Monday. I have always got my money these past 2 weeks on Tuesday, which I am so grateful for, because I do have a credit union, and sometimes they're a little funny, but they pay out. I get my money the next day always. So I can't wait to start using instant pay, which actually this week I will be able to use it. Tomorrow, of course, any money that you make that week that you didn't use instant pay, like pay out yourself, it'll automatically do it on Monday. So tomorrow I'm technically eligible for instant pay. So tomorrow it'll still pay out my money that I've made this week on like by itself. So I still won't get it till Tuesday. But Monday, if I do anything on Monday, if I do anything on Monday, then I can pay it out that day. So technically, like, I can get my money from Monday's shift before I even get the money from this week. But yeah, so I got my money that Tuesday, like I said, and it was good though. Like, I wasn't expecting to get it that fast. Like I said, I did need it ASAP. I'm in college. I do work a regular part-time job, but I was looking for another job, and I'm like, well, instead of getting a regular whole like new job, I can just do this. And it has helped me for the past 2 weeks. It has helped me with different stuff that I need to do. I had to put tires on my car, you know, just all these different extra things that I don't normally have to do. It did come in handy with, so I'm very happy about whatever. So like I said, I did it in time for Monday to come. I was so glad, and I was like, dang, if I was thinking about it over the weekend, because I didn't think about it at all. If I was thinking about it over the weekend, then I could have definitely got more money before Monday. But it was cool, it was nice. The orders was coming back to back, and I think because it was raining and stuff, nobody wants to actually go out and get food. The orders was coming, just coming, and I got really good tips that day as well. And I also was doing it during the I think the first few orders I was doing during peak pay, but I think it was after like 9 o'clock. Usually in my area 5 to 9 is like peak pay, so after 9 o'clock you don't get anything. It's just whatever you make off that order. And I think I still end up I think I had my last order was right after peak pay, so I didn't get the extra. I think it was extra $4 that day. Is another reason why I made that much. But I think I did 8 deliveries, and every one of those deliveries was $4 except for either the last one or the last 2. I didn't get the extra $4, but I still made like $8, $7, $6 off of one or the other. So I still came out pretty well for one day, I feel like. So the last week, I made $199.25, which I'll also insert a picture. I worked throughout the whole week. I did 5 days, and I worked, I think I said 12.9 hours. So 13 hours. I worked 5 days. One of those days, I know I only did 1 dash that day, like at all, and I made like $10 because I did it during peak pay. So that day, yeah, I only did that 1 dash that one day. So I want to kind of say really 4 days, but I mean that does count because it added to my money. So 5 days, total of 13 hours for the whole week, and I think I did 9. Like I said, I'll enter the stuff, but I didn't do like a bunch of deliveries that day, I don't feel like. But anyway, or that week, sorry. But anyway, yeah, I came out so close on my last delivery. I was like, okay, it's gonna be my last one. I'm gonna go home and chill out. And I was right at $199 because my goal was to get to 200 to see if I can get to 200. And I was like right at $199. I was like, dang. So it was still close. Again, they paid out on Monday. I got my money on Tuesday of this week. I got my money on Tuesday of this past week. Everything was cool. So it really kind of, I feel like, just depends where you're at. I know this week so far I'm only at 78, and then tonight after I dash, I'm doing 2 dashes today, dash sessions. I'm doing one right now. It's 11:05, so I need to get started, but I'm about to do 1 session right now, see how many I can get, and then I'm gonna do the dinner rush as well and see how many I can get. I'm trying to get at least 100, past 100. I'm only at 78. And that's only because I didn't do it that much this week. I did a couple of days this week. I didn't do as many like last week, and then last week I also did several different times. I didn't just do it like all in one setting on each day. I did several different times as well. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna do 2 sessions today and see what's up. Hopefully, usually Saturdays, Sundays, and Fridays are the best days to do it because that's when people, you know, it's the weekend, nobody wants to cook, and more people just want to chill in the house, so they're gonna order. So yeah, I am gonna start today, and like I said, at the end of tonight, so after I do my last section tonight, and I might, after this little section or dash, I might do a video of it, and then, well, like a video explaining like where I'm at so far, and then after my last one tonight, I'll do the final count of what I made this week, because tomorrow's Monday, so that means money's gonna be paid out and it starts a new week. So like I said, I'm only at 78, and that's because I've only done, I think besides today, I've only done 2 or 3 other days this week. And I know yesterday I only did 1 dash, and I made $8 plus the peak pay was 2, so I made like $10 some change. So I only did 1 dash. It wasn't slow, but I have been doing stuff all day, and I was kind of tired, and I kind of forced myself. And then after I did it, I was just like, no. Last thing before I start. Also, okay, I guess 2 things. So the first thing is that sometimes they do send you out a little bit further. I know the last couple times I was sent out to like 14 minutes out from the restaurant. Now the restaurant wasn't too far from me, but the person was like 14 minutes out. I typically, when I did it the very first day, I was never going far. Like everything was kind of like in a circle. But I don't know if it's because how many drivers they have out during that time. I don't know how it works exactly with that, but I definitely know that I was driving far. So that's one thing. Sometimes it's like that. Maybe in your area you have a lot more people delivering, so you don't have to go as far. So I think it just depends on how many people are out delivering. that, and they trying to satisfy every person's order. So if somebody's 14 minutes away, again, you can accept or decline it. It'll tell you how many miles the total trip is, and if you feel like it's too much, then decline it. Don't do it. So you're not obligated, but you do have to keep a 75% rate on acceptance orders, or they'll start looking at you like, do you really want to do this type thing. And your rate also doesn't go down if you're not doing it. Like, you can stop for 2 weeks. That doesn't affect you. What affects you is if you're on a dash and you're not accepting orders, or you're not following through, and then people are rating you, you know, low rates. Which I guess I could talk about a little bit more once I do this little session, since I am running behind. But yeah, that was one thing. Thing was just that, dang, I really forgot what I was gonna say. Well, if I remember, let me get started on this dashing, and I'm gonna show y'all. So this is what the Dash app looks like. I don't know if y'all can see it. You have, I also use Doordash for my own, to order my own food and stuff, and I was using that actually before I started doing the dashing. But so I go in the app. This is what it looks like typically. And so yeah, so right now where it's highlighted blue is my area, and right now they're doing $2 peak pay extra on top of your order. And like I said, there's this area that's always like high. They got $5, but that city is like, that area I should say, sorry if you hear loud music, somebody right about playing loud music, but anyway, that area has always got like the most money. And but it's like 30 minutes away. Like I said, by the time I waste the gas to go there, I could have done a few orders here. So yeah, so $2 right now. I'm dashing from 11 to 1:30, so I just hit start dashing. Usually it'll ask you, is your phone charged, you got enough gas, red card, you got your hot bags and all that stuff. You just highlight them all. And I also keep a car charger, and I started doing that for this purpose. I never used to keep a car charger because I'm like, for what? But I started keeping a car charger because this app does drain your battery. So we're checking in. All right, so up here it'll show you how much money you made for this current dash. Anytime you hit end dash, it'll calculate for you and start over a new one anytime you start dashing again. So that's something else, even if it's on the same day. So it doesn't matter if it's on the same day, it's gonna start a new one every time you hit end dash and start a new one. But my hotspot, forgot it shows you hotspots and things like that. My hotspot is a area called Friendly Center, which is kind of like a nice little town area, whatever you want to call it. So usually I can get them from right here. I'll sit in my car for a few minutes before I actually leave the house, but usually I'll drive over there because that's where a lot of the restaurants, closest restaurants are that people order from. So that's the only hotspot right now. So yeah, I'll be back later after I finish this little session and tell you how much I made and how things went. Okay, I still haven't gotten an order yet, and so I'm just waiting. I've been on the thing for about 10-15 minutes. Sometimes, I will not lie, this is a honest video, sometimes it will take a little bit of time. Again, like, as you know, this depends on if somebody else wants to eat. So if nobody wants to eat, then you're not gonna get any orders. So you can't really get mad about that. It's just kind of like on somebody else's time. So just be grateful when you get orders, because if I've been waiting a long time and I ain't getting no orders yet, as soon as one pop up, I'll be screaming, jumping for joy, because I'm just grateful to even get one. But yeah, so what I was gonna say earlier that I forgot to say was that sometimes, so you'll see the total of the order and everything depending on if you have to pay with your card or not. I guess it just depends on the merchant and how the person paid, because sometimes they'll pay through their app, like the restaurant's own app, and not DoorDash. And so sometimes you won't have to pay once you come to the restaurant. The other times, I believe if it's through DoorDash, then you will have to pay, and they'll tell you whether or not you have to pay. Or at fast food restaurants, you have to place the order yourself, so you have to either go in or go through the drive-thru. Most let you come through the drive-thru and tell the order and then wait for it. So the only time I've ever really seen the only times I've seen that I have to, like, I don't have to pay or place the order is if I'm going to like an actual restaurant, like Cheesecake Factory we have here. Some other places like just regular restaurant, I can't think off the top of my head, but just regular actual sit down restaurants. When it's fast food, typically, well, Chipotle is kind of fast food, and I never have to pay with Chipotle. Like with my red card, I never have to pay. But usually McDonald's, or we don't have McDonald's on there, but Hardee's I've been to, Wendy's, I've always had to, like, I go in and I tell them to order and pay with the red card. Oh no, I don't know what's going on. There's a whole bunch of bikers over there, guys. But anyway, so typically that's how it works. So yeah, it just depends on the restaurant. Like I said, it'll let you know if you have to pay or not. So if the order, when you get inside the restaurant to pay, if you have to pay, if they say something more than what you see on your screen, because it'll show you how much the total is. If you see more, that's okay. Doordash has got it covered. You don't have to say, well, my screen, it says this amount. It doesn't matter. Just hand them the card. It always works. I've never had an incident. I've done at this point close to 40 deliveries, like 38, 39 deliveries at this point, and anytime that I've had to pay, it always has been more than what it says on my screen. But I give them the card, it works. It's never nothing more, especially if you have to place the order. It's just how the timing is set up, so you never have to worry about that, guys. Okay guys, so earlier I didn't get any dashes, any deliveries. I didn't get anything. I waited for like an hour, and then I was like, not getting anything. I'm gonna just go about my day, go chill, do homework, and then I'm gonna try again for dinner. So I want to show you guys. So right now it is showing that peak pay is at $3 in my area. So I'm gonna click that, and it'll show how much peak day is. So each delivery plus whatever I make off of each one. And then I'm gonna pick a time. It's currently 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna try to go till 8, and then I'm gonna take a little break depending on how well the traffic flow is. And that's what I showed you earlier. Just check everything off and hit start dashing, and it'll find me orders. So I'm gonna sit here and wait, and once I get an order, I'm gonna get in the car and go. So I'll come back at the end of the night, like I said, and tell you guys how much I made and how many deliveries I did. All right, see ya. So as you can see, it's nighttime now. I did do till 8 o'clock. It is 8:09. I actually stopped a little earlier because I wanted to get something to eat, and I had finished the delivery. So I just drove right up to the street from that delivery to the Wendy's and got something to eat. I was thinking about gonna continue on past 8 o'clock, because literally after I did the last clip that you guys just saw, literally like orders, like as soon as I turned the camera off after that clip, I got an order like that, and orders was coming in really good today. I was thinking about going past 8 o'clock, but I gotta finish a little paper to do, and I was like, well, technically this week I can start doing fast pay, so if I want to make some more money, then I can. So anyway, I just came back on here to say that like I said earlier, I had $78, as you guys saw earlier, from this week. And so on top of what I did in the last I want to say 2 hours some change, not totally 3 hours, but what I did for this little section of dashing, I am at $116.99, and that is including the extra $3 I made per delivery and everything like that. So I'm happy. Like I said, I wanted to get more than that, and I'm pretty sure I could, because the demand for drivers is high right now, but I have to think about school, and school does come first. So I don't know what to say. So yeah, but it was a good day. Like I said, I could still go out and do more. If I finish my paper early, I might go out and do more. I don't know yet, but either way, I do qualify for fast pay starting tomorrow, so I can definitely do some tomorrow and get the money. If I want it in my account tomorrow, I can do that tomorrow. So I'm not really pushing anymore, because it's not like I gotta make the whole week. But like I said, the reason why I didn't make as much this week is because of the fact that I didn't do as many days, and then the days I did do, I didn't do it for long like I did like last week. With all the deliveries I did last week, I did them longer. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, watch my other lifestyle videos, my other regular videos that I have on my channel, and comment any questions. I do respond pretty quickly because I'm always on my phone, so I always see when I get a new comment and stuff. So comment any questions, concerns. If you do DoorDash or any other like Postmates or Uber Eats, let me know how that is going for you, and if you make more money, less money, how much they pay, whatever, just to inform other people who might be watching this video about other options that they have. So sorry, my phone's going off like crazy now. Everybody's texting me, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good night.